Hi pals, welcome to my channel From Skint to Savvy. If you are new here, welcome. If you're returning, thank you so much for watching another video. This is my journey from being skint, living from wage to wage, overdrafts, credit cards, and just being completely unaware of what was happening in my finances to being a bit more savvy and a bit more in control and knowing where my money's going and what I'm doing with it. So to do that, I use the Budget by Paget workbook by the Budget Mum, and you can get that over on her website. But I'll put a link below in the comments. Today is Wednesday and I am doing a cash stuffing, which I should have done on Sunday for this week. I did my digital things, so I just haven't done my sinking funds. So we'll just crack on and do that. I just don't know where this week's gone. Well, I mean, I did record this the other day and my phone cut out right at the very last minute, so that wasn't overly helpful. But yeah, I'm not very good at editing, and by the time it takes me to figure out how to edit a video, I'm as well just recording it again. So that is where we're at. So we are going to be stuffing our sinking funds. As I've said already, I've already stuffed my groceries, dog food and diesel. I have still to do my spending and miscellaneous, but we'll do that in here. So we will count our pennies. Let's zoom you out just a wee bit. There we go. So we have 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90 pound. And if you were to look on my budget here, we're supposed to be stuffing £110, but I've already used the £20 from Beauty, but we'll go into that further in the video. So we have our 20, 10s, and our 5s. Okay, so we are going to be stuffing miscellaneous and my spending. I obviously still have my electric, but that meter's still topped up at the minute, don't need to do that. And planned spending is what I take out with me when I am shopping, or if I know I'm going to be spending money. So we will start with my spending, which is going to get 5. And that is just if I'm out and about and I just fancy anything, that's what I will use that for. Miscellaneous is getting 5. Last week I used this for postage for my Etsy store, so at least it got used. So that is that, and they just go into my purse. And then we will do our variable sinking fund. So these are ones that I'll dip in and out of and use more of a regular basis, as opposed to ones that I would save for annually or for longer term. So Beauty did have £20 in it. And I was stuffing it with £20, but my nails were £35. I left a £5 tip, so that's where that money's gone, and I got my nails done. So we have the different prints. Budgeting isn't getting anything this week. I think I'm just kind of happy with this where it's sat at just now, and then if I use it I'll top it up, but it's got £30 in it. I do have my eye on a couple of savings challenges. It's really just to decide which one and to figure out if it is really what I want to do, you know, to save money. I do have the 2 different challenges that I do. I do the 100 envelopes challenge, and I'm saving up for a house deposit. But I'm thinking I might switch out the house deposit one to lower denominations of money, rather than have the bigger ones, because the bigger ones are coming out in the 100 envelopes, but I'm still in the process of thinking on that. So that was budgeting. Clothing isn't getting anything, and it has 20, 40, 5. Treats isn't getting anything, and we have 25 in there. Treats is pretty much just you know, if I want a takeaway or really anything, but mainly I've been using it for a takeaway. Gifts is going to get £10. Now I actually have my sister's birthday at the end of this week, so I need to get her something from this. But what I'll probably do is just spend it digitally, because it's easier to get it delivered to her if I do it, if I get something on the internet. So we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140, £150 in gifts. I don't have any birthdays in May or any occasions in May that would need a gift, but come June, July, I have quite a few birthdays then, so they will get used. Piper's groom isn't getting anything. Poor dog desperately needs a haircut. She's got £50 in there. So I will really need to get organised and get that, but that's £40 a time. Weekend away is going to get 10. So this is really just for holidays, weekends away. We tend to do weekends away rather than an actual week's holiday. But we are going to go to my sister's in July, I think. So I'm trying to save up some pennies for that. So we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100. We will be staying with my sister, so we don't need to pay for accommodation, but I live in the north of Scotland. She lives sort of down the south of England, so we're driving down, so there'll be a lot of diesel used. And obviously when we're there, we'll want to do stuff and treat the family and the kids and what have you. Car maintenance, you'll have noticed that there is only £20 in here now. There was 45, but what I've done is I decided that I'm not really using this money. It's there for if I need it. However, most of my car maintenance fund goes to my mum, to the Bank of Mum, as you all know. And the last time we talked about it, there was £875 in that account. So I took £25 out of that, which topped it up to 900. And then when my direct debit comes out, it should be the first, but it'll probably be the third, obviously given the bank holidays and things. So when the direct debit comes out in the third, that'll take that car maintenance fund in the Bank of Mum to £1,000. My MOT has gone. Didn't need anything. The works prior to the MOT were all done and paid for. MOT is obviously all paid for, so that £1,000 won't need anything touched until I need sort of new tyres or anything like that. So when I do spend money out of that, I'll just start topping this up again, and then I'll give it to my mum in cash to top it up. So that is that one. House is going to get £5 this week. So we have £100 in there. We have 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 150. Quite happy with that. That's to go towards laminate flooring for the living room. Having two dogs that are worker dogs but live indoors, the carpet is ruined because there's no way you can get all the mud off them. Roll over and back to bank are empty. So then we'll go into more of our long-term savings. So we have Christmas, which is going to get 10. Christmas now has 100, 20, 40, 60, 70, 170. That's good. I'm really happy with how that's growing. Obviously it could, you know, I would like it up to nearly over £1,000 for December, but once I pay off my annual payments for the car, then I will focus more on to stuffing that one. Vet fund is going to get 5. It already has 100 in there, so we've got 100, 20, 40, 65. I'll just keep topping this up. There won't really be a limit for it because obviously you just never know how much a vet bill is going to cost for the dog. So I'll just keep topping up, because obviously the older she gets, the more chance it is of needing treatment, especially with her being a wee doggy. Car insurance is going to get 20. Obviously we're going to start having to ramp this up a little bit now because we've got to get this paid by July. So we've got 200, 20, 40, 60, 70, 75, 80, 280. I'm not really, I think it's around £500, £600 I need to save, but I'll obviously start looking more in July time for a quote and make sure I've got the money in there ready to go. Car tax is going to get 10. So it has 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 125, 130, 135. And I think we need 180 or 185 for my car tax for the annual payment. So I think that'll be done. And if that's done before we need to pay it, then the money I would normally put into this will go into the car insurance one as well as the car insurance one. So that'll get that done a little bit quicker, but we're not too far away from that one. And emergency is going to get what should be my last £10. Yep. So you have 1,000, 20, 35. So 1,035. So in total, we will have over £2,000 in emergency fund, one for the car and one for general emergencies that will crop up. But obviously I won't need £1,000 for the car. My car's relatively new, didn't have any advisories or anything on the MOT, so I'm not expecting anything to go majorly wrong with that. But you know, should anything happen, most specifically with the dog, that is we've got pennies there, and that just makes me feel a lot more relaxed and calmer about the whole situation. Before I started budgeting, I was horrendously stressed about money and finances. So yeah, I'm starting to become in a good position. I'm starting to feel a bit more comfortable. So these just slip into my purse here, and I use them just as and when I need them. These are my 3 cards that I use that I stuff digitally. I've got the Hyperjar, the Starling, and the Tesco Plus card, and that's just a gift card. I am so that is my purse ready to go for the rest of the week. I'm not expecting to use that money. I don't really have